And you can start with the knees just drawing into the chest to stretch in through the low back. Just pull the knees in wide. Now just letting the elbows bend. Just do a gentle rock side to side. Feeling the lower back, the low back warm up. Now let the left leg straighten and hug the right knee in. Take an in-breath and lift the chin, lift the head and tuck the knee in. Let the elbow just bend to the outside. And then you can take the upper body down and then you can take that right leg up. Now just come on into toe circles, coming around and really pull the toes back, coming around. Good, and then point and flex. Now let that knee drop, and then once again lift, tuck the chin, lift from the rib cage, and then you can gently release the right leg down. Draw the left leg up, pull in, come on into circles. Just keep that going. Just need to do one more thing. And pulling the circles in. Come in the other direction. And then you can hold that knee really snug. And pull the leg straight up in the air, reaching up through the heel. And come on into toe circles. And then come on in the other direction. And then you can point and flex. Shoulders back. Now you can let that heel come down. Great. Let's take the arms up overhead, reach through the fingertips, and just stretch through the whole torso. Reach and lengthen. And now you can straighten the legs and reach out through the heels, pull the toes back, lengthen, reach. Get the shoulder blades to wriggle under so you're long through the neck. And then you can take the arms right to the outside and then let the feet roll in and out. And just a whole body resting back for a moment. And just energize in through the backs of the legs. And then you can take the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, take an inhale, and then exhale. Now tuck the chin, just a stretching through the neck. Keep the shoulders back as you get your lift, and then you can gently release. And then take the arms down to the side. Now we'll gently roll over to the left side, and come on right up to all fours position. Take the hands under the shoulders, and just have the knees apart and do a shift of your hips from side to side. And then you can come back to the center and then shift the hips around, come all the way over to one side, and then come on all the way over to the other side. Breathing, come over and over. And over. And last one, come across. Great, now you can tuck the toes under, take an inhale and draw the arms forward. Now breathing in, exhale and pull the hips back into your child's pose. Let the head drop. Get a really good reach. And then you can breathe in and come back up. And taking the hands under the shoulders. Take an inhale, lift the eyes, and then exhale and rise into downward dog. Keep the hips lifting, get the bum bones up high. Now bend the knees, and then come up onto the tops of the feet, and then bend, or tip the hips up higher rather, so you get more of a stretch right to the top of the hamstrings. The head falls, move back a little more and up with the bum. So you get more length in through the hip. And then on your next in-breath, Just take the eyes up, come up onto the tiptoes, straighten the legs, lift the bum. And then inhale, step the feet to the hands and come on halfway up. Exhale, fold. Then breathing in, bring the arms together, draw the palms together, and then exhale the hands to center. And again, inhale, gazing up. Exhale, fold forward, reaching out. Now breathe in, come halfway up, touch. Exhale, fold forward. Planting the hands, jump or step the legs back. Rotate into side plank, take the left arm up, opening through the chest. And then take an extra breath, take the arm in line with ear. Really reach that arm out, and then you can windmill that arm around. Come on back to the center. And then breathe in, gaze up, open the chest. Take an extra breath, take that arm in line with the ear, beautiful reach. And then you can windmill that arm around. Come on back. And then sending the heels up, reach up through the rib cage. And then stay in your plank and now reach up through the crown of the head. Pull in through the core. And then step the feet wide, really straight legs as you keep the heels reaching out. And then you can come back to center. Keep the rib cage up and keep the head reaching forward. Thighs really active, stay in your plank and keep the heels reaching back. Keep pulling up from the core, legs active. Now we'll rotate to the left side one more time, either full plank or bend that underside knee. Take an inhale, lift that arm up, open through the chest, arm in line with the ear, and then taking that arm up, and then always the potential to lift the leg out and up. And then draw it down, rotate to the other side, lift, draw the shoulder blade back. Once again, another breath, and exhale, extend that arm, reach, and then taking the arm up, potentially the top leg up, lifting from the rib cage, come to your center, and then from here, bend the knees, keep the the toes tucked, and then scoop the tailbone forward. Press the tops of the feet down, pressing the palms in, breathing in and gaze up. Now just keep the shoulder blades down, and then take the arms alongside. Take an inhale and rise a little higher as you press the tops of the feet down. Keep pressing, breathing. One more breath. And then you can exhale. Take the hands beside the chest. Inhale, and then exhale the hips back. Remembering that the breathing is the key, and it's like the pose just comes along for the ride. But if you keep the focus on, so let your head drop, just keeping up to top. Keep the focus on the breath. And to me, it always feels like the breath is pulling me into the pose. And I think of a sailboat. I just think of the wind coming in the sail, and it's like you're pulling the body back with the exhale in this pose. And then from your child's pose, come on up to all fours. Tuck your toes under, take an inhale, lift the eyes, and then exhale and rise into downward dog. Good, now stay there for 5 breaths and feel the lift of the rib cage pulling up and back. Keep that, the bum bones pulling up and back. And one more breath. And now gazing up, come up onto the tiptoes. Step the feet forward to the hands. Come on, halfway up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, scoop the arms up, bring the palms together. And then exhale the hands to center. And inhale, gazing up. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, come halfway up, touch. And exhale, fold. Planting the hands, jump or step the legs back, come into your side plank. Lift, opening the chest, extend the arm in line with the ear, and then take that arm back up. Now you can come to the other side, breathing in, lift. Once again, the shoulders back. Draw that arm over, reach, breath, and then you can extend the arm. Come back to your center, reach the heels out. Now in your plank, Do a little giggle, do a getting the ribs to come up. And one more time. Okay, now take the legs wide, funny you, and then just see if you can really reach the heels out. Keep the legs straight so you get that press back. And you're coming up on the toes, strengthening the arches, the toes, and then step the feet together again. Reach the heels out, press steady. Okay, now bend the knees. Keep the toes tucked, scoop the tailbone forward, pressing up in your sphinx. So you're pressing the elbows back, gazing ahead, sliding the shoulder blades down. Now just scoop the tailbone under, gazing ahead, and then take the arms alongside the body. Take an inhale again. Lift the rib cage, press the tops of the feet down, the shoulders come forward. Keep the legs active. Stay with your breathing. One more breath. And then you can gently come down. Now take your hands beside the chest. Take an inhale, exhale, and child's pose the hips back. Again, the breath really leads. Stay in your child's pose. Excellent. And then from there, come on up to all fours. Tuck the toes under. Take an inhale, lift the eyes. Exhale, rise into your downward dog. Now take your left leg straight up in the air. Come up on the toes of the right foot. Lengthening from the spine. Now bend that heel in and then circle the knee out. Opening. Get that reach. And then you can extend the leg up and come down. Now breathing in, take the right leg up. Bend that heel in. Circle the knee out. Okay, good. And then extend the leg out, come back down. Pull the hips back, come into one more big long stretch. Lengthening. And now gaze up, tiptoes. Jumpers, step the feet to the hands, come on halfway up, flat back. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, scoop the arms, bring the palms together, shoulders drop. Stay for a moment to center the body and feel the pinkies in particular press together and the palms. But keep the shoulders pulling down, really pull down. Okay, let's go right into the next one. Take an inhale. And then exhale, fold forward over the legs, really reach out with the crown. Breathe in, come halfway up, touch. Exhale, fold forward, planting the hands, step the legs back, rotate to your left, inhaling, taking that arm up, and then extend the arm out, opening. Now you can windmill that arm around, rotate to the other side, and again, inhale, underside waist strong. And then extend the arm over, reach, and windmill that arm around. Come back to your plank. Now this is a strong one. I want you to take the right knee to come towards the left elbow. So whoops, try to keep your hips in line. So you want to draw the right knee across and then press back. Left knee across and press back. And again, across and press and across and press, and across, and press. Two more, coming across, and press. Last one, across, and press. Okay, bend the knees, keep the tailbone scooping forward as it sinks down. Pressing the hands into the floor, tops of the feet, press, big in breath. And then you can take the arms alongside the body. Breathe in, lift, gazing up, pressing the feet down. Press the pubic bone down, let the shoulders come forward and reach the hands down to open the shoulders. Two more breaths. Keep the feet actively pressing down as you breathe. I just cannot get this hair out of my eye. Okay, just keep going and take your hands right beside your chest. Inhale, and then exhale and child's pose the head back, or your bum back. And release as I think about my head. And release the weight of the head to the floor. Good, just stay in your breath. And thanks guys, I just have to get this hair out because I just got over an eye infection. I'm trying to keep anything from irritating my eye and I just can't see it. Okay. Oh goodness, thank God, no, that's better. Okay, and then come on into your downward dog. Lifting through the hips, lengthening through the spine. Let your head fall and do a gentle turn of the head side to side. Okay, good. And then you can bend back down onto the knees and you're going to turn to your left. Take your left leg straight out. Come into your bent knee side plank. And then take the arm back a little further and come into a full circle, coming all the way around. Breathing in, exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in, keeping the chest opening as you breathe. And then take that arm up and back and just go ta-da! Just to get the ribs to open. And then we're going to take that arm under, come on onto your knees, thread over, and then take the right arm up to come into spinal twist. Take that right arm back and across. Stay with your breathing. And then you can take that right arm down, breathe in, lift, and then rotate to your right. Take that right leg out, lift the rib cage, come back with the arm, and then come on into your full circle. Opening, big breath. Open. One more. Open, and then just back. Do your big ta-da to get that rib cage opening. And then you're going to turn and come to your backside. So your hands will come straight behind. The hands will have the fingers turned in. And you want to have your feet just coming hip width apart. Take your hands back a little further. Get a lift from the rib cage and press into the palms. You can see the elbows are bending back, so you're attempting not to straighten the arms, but to bend the arms, and that way you can open the front shoulder really strongly. Now the bum, you're staying at the front of the bum as you breathe in and lift, opening the chest in the rib cage, lengthen, and now you're going to take the arms up, right over the feet, and you'll come right over the shins. Now you can point the toes, do a lift from the rib cage, and then we're going to roll back, or you can roll back, and I'll kind of show you the two versions. So the one is to roll back, come back, and then whoops, and then lift up through the rib cage, or you can like hug your knees in. That gives you a little bit more tight protection and a bit more momentum to come up because it's a bit more pull. So if you can do the touch version, pointing the toes, feet off the floor, breathe in, lift, and lift up. Try to keep the heels up, come back up. If you're hugging, you can keep the heels up too, roll back. And if it's a little bit too much to roll back, you can come down, and then you're gonna push back up and lift, roll down. This will kind of feel funny and awkward, but it's still the rolling of the spinal column, and it's just great to get that rolling movement and coming back up. And what you will probably find over time is you'll look forward to it and it will give an alignment and a release of any tight facets. I find the first one I cracked about 4 facets, so everything goes back into place. So it's kind of your own really quick adjustment. Now then take the heels up and you want to cross the right heel over. Now lift from the rib cage as you pull the shoulders back. So try to get the tallest spine. So I've got my legs crossed. Gives you a little bit of leverage. Now get the tallest spine when you lift from the rib cage. Balance, balance. Keep the shoulders back. Balance. Good. Recross the left leg on top. Keep to the front of the bum bones as much as you can. Keep the chin back slightly. Again, keep a wonderful lift from the ribs. And then here we go. We're going to roll back. Come back up, lifting, roll back. Come back up, lifting, roll back. Come back up, lift, and roll back. Come back up and lift. Now we take the heels out, come into a lengthening through the legs, holding on to your little boat. Let your shoulders come forward. Sorry, let your shoulders come back. Stay right at the front of the bum bones. Now you can bend the knees in and pull them into the body so you're getting a little back stretch. And then you extend the legs out and pull in. Now, if you're kind of going, no way, man, that's a little bit too much, then what you can do is you can use your hands and give yourself a push like so into a full little boat and then pulling the legs in, tucking and lift. Otherwise, you're tucking in and then lift and tuck in. Nice control. Keep the lift of the rib cage. Pull the core in as you round and extend and lift. And once again, pulling in and extend and lift. Okay, now I'm going to give you a biggie. This is from Pilates. You actually roll back and you roll all the way up. So I'll just demonstrate. You roll and come all the way up. Now that's a biggie. So again, you might bend the knees to do it. Otherwise, you can come back and lift from the core to come up. Again, you might bend the knees, breathe in, lift, exhale, lift, and again, down. See if you can get all the way up, lift, and breathe in. And exhale, lift. Okay, 2 more, breathe in. And exhale, lift. Last one, breathe in. And exhale, lift. Now the hands come behind, and again the elbows bend, and you're going to pull the knees in, rotate them over to the right side so my feet are on the floor, and then turn and gaze to the left. And you push up from the hands, keep those knees touching, kissing, and pressing down. And turn as much as you can, pushing into the hands. Now you can breathe in, lift the knees, drop to the right, to the left rather. And then turn and look over that right shoulder. Again, you can keep the elbows bent, pushing yourself to the front of the hips. Stay with your breathing. Steady breath. And then you can come on back to the center. All right. Now, just have the bum coming back, and you're going to hook right over the shins, and then take the hands to hold on to the feet, and then breathe in and lift and extend out over the legs. Use the backs of the arms to get your extra stretch. Let your head dangle. Rounding the spine, breathing in and out. One more breath. Excellent. And then on your next in-breath, come on slowly back up. We're going to come into a full squat. So I want you to bring the heels in tight, lifting forward. This is very good to keep practicing this getting up action. If you need to roll to the side, come on up. And you could do a standing squat to help get the hips to come back. Or if you can come into a full squat, let the hips down, extend the arms forward, and just looking up so the tailbone drops. Now let your shoulders come back, and then again, just do a little giggle, do a little going right down into the core. And then you can take your hands in either position, into prayer position. And if you're down on the floor, really press the elbows, backs of the arms into the knees. And again, if you're up high, like so, you want to just press still the elbows into the knees. You're letting your hips sit back in a chair. And then from either position, one more breath. And then we'll come right into forward fold. And you can have your feet hip width apart, your hands on either side of the feet. Or in front, either one. and pulling out through the bum bones. Stay with your breathing. Okay, great. Now you can walk your hands forward, come back into downward dog, lifting through the hips, send the bum bones high. Now take your left leg straight up in the air and come on the ball of the right foot. Bend that left heel in and then circle the knee out, opening through the thigh. Breath. And then you can extend that leg out and come down. Here we go. Breathe the right leg up, come up on the left toes, extend that leg, bend the heel in, circle the knee out, opening through the hip. Breath. And then extend that leg out, get a good reach for the hip, and coming down. Great, now we're gonna walk the hands in about a foot. Take that left leg straight out, so you're gonna reach right out straight, horizontal, and then take the leg all the way up. Now come up on the fingertips of the right hand, take the left hand off the floor, and if you can, turn to your left. Straightening the hand. I'm looking down because that helps my balance. And then keep that left leg reaching out straight as you can. Now, I'm coming down onto the hand. My hand got tired, the fingers couldn't hold anymore, so feel free to come to a flat hand position. And of course, you may take the left hand down for balance. Flop around. The main thing is keep that left leg reaching. I'm going to take my left hand down now. That's the only way I can stay with the breathing. And keep that right leg as straight as you can. Keep the left leg reaching out. Strong through the leg. Reach. Now do a pulse out. The toes are facing out, arch on the inside. Reach. Breath is steady. Keep the core pulling in. 4, breath. 3, keep the heel reaching. Long and straight through the leg. And now come down. Okay, now come back into your squat. Either position, I'm going to come into full squat. There, you might notice the difference on the left hip. Take the arms forward, you're lengthening through the spine. And let your head dangle if you're in a full squat. And breathing steadily. Okay, excellent. Now you can take the hands down, lifting from the rib cage. Now take the right leg straight out to begin. Good, your hands are just in a short downward dog. Now you reach and come up onto the left fingers. Turn to your right. Bring that right leg out. I'm gazing down. Feel free to gaze to the side wall or the side if you can. Keep that right leg reaching out. Keep opening through the side. Extend. Breath. Breath. Reaching. Reach that leg. I'm going to come down to the hand now. And then one more breath. Now pulse. Keep that heel just reaching out so you can get a really good controlled lift up from that hip. And then you can come down with the leg. Come down into your squat once again. Lift the head, then drop the head. And if you're in your high squat, you can also drop the head to lengthen right through the back of the neck and the hips sit back. Your breathing is steady. Now extending the arms forward and just let the head fall. Okay, very nice. And now from your squat, come into your forward bend. Bend the knees, grab onto the backs of the calves, let the head fall and bring the body in contact with the thighs. Get that wonderful lift and feel all 4 corners of the feet. Send the bum bones high. Excellent. And then you can slowly uncurl, let the arms dangle raggedy Ann-like. And just slowly lift, rise, letting the head dangle until the very end. Take one more breath. And coming all the way up, and you're all the way into your lifted position. All right, we're going to take the left leg up, and you can grab onto the base of the toes and take an inhale, rise, and press that knee down. Let the elbow bend to the outside, opening through the chest. Keep the breathing steady. Press standing leg. Now, from here, come right into tree pose. Press the hands together. Rotating out. Staying with your breath. Feeling the lift. Excellent. Notice if you want to come into steeple, and if you need to come down, please do, and then try to come back up. Just draw into the standing leg as you open the shoulders, as you ascend up right from the belly button. And then you can come on back down. Lovely. Well, come on with the right leg up, grabbing onto the base of the toes. Lift, open, good. Just keep that going. Feel it rise again, right from the waist as you lift. Shoulder back. And now taking that right foot. Pressing the hands together. Rise. Steadiness. Pressing the foot. Feeling if you want to rise with the arms. Breath. And then you can exhale, lower. And come on right back to center. Okay, very good. Now we're gonna come into straddle, so you can turn to your left so that you're in a long way on your mat. Now take the legs a leg length and a half apart. Inhale, open the eyes and lift high. Exhale, inhale, lift the rib cage, and then exhale, fold forward. Reach the wrists out and let the head fall, looking straight back. Get that reach over with the wrists. Excellent. And then you can breathe in and lift halfway up. Take the hands right underneath, right in front of the chin. And you're going to straighten the legs, gaze up so the back flattens. And you palm the floor so it feels like you're pulling your palms back, but they stay put. That'll draw your shoulder blades down. And then you walk the hands over to the right foot. And you can come as tight as you can over there. Try to really reach out from the chin first so the head is reaching up, and then you can drop the chin, lengthening through the back. Pull up from the legs as you extend over and out. And then you can breathe in, come on over to the other side. Get that reach over. Pulling up from the legs, extending out. Reaching out, long through the leg. One more breath. Okay, wonderful. Now we're going to walk over to that side again, to the right side. And then you're going to take that right arm up, press into the left hand, spinal twist. Taking that arm up, opening, and then come down. And then come on over to the other side. Take that right hand across. Breathing in, coming up, opening through the chest. And then take that left arm down. Now we'll turn and face the front. Walk the right foot over to the right. Take the hands right beside the foot. Lift the rib cage. Keep the breathing steady. Now you come down onto the back knee and then lift from the rib cage, opening the chest, gazing up. Now you can take the right arm behind, opening the chest. Keeping that right shoulder back. Breathing. Breathing. And then you can straighten the back leg. Open through the chest again. Keep that front knee facing forward. And then you can take that right hand down. Now take the arms wide. Take your time to step the right leg back. Left leg forward in between the hands. And now just really activate that back leg. And reaching that heel out, turn to the left, opening the chest, press into the hand, keep the back leg lifted, front left knee directs forward, opening through the ribs. And then you can take that knee down and just lifting up, just really feel that rise of the ribs. And then you can extend out over that left leg. Point the toes and reach out over the leg. Pull up through the core on the left side. Reaching out and extending, let the chin drop. Take a deep in breath. Keep the toes pointing to stretch the shin and exhaling. All right. Now you can take the left leg out to the left side. Come into a standing kneel as you lift. And then slide over to that left side. Take the right arm up, lifting up from the rib cage. Lengthen, breath, breath. And then you can come on all the way down. Okay, we're going to switch legs. Take that right leg, come down onto all fours. Take the right leg forward, right hand on the outside. Breathe in, gaze up, lift the chin, and then exhale and extend out over that right leg. Keep the toes pointed, pulling up through the right thigh. Stay with your breathing. And then you can take that right leg to the outside. So you've got the leg out, come into your standing kneel, lift from the rib cage, extend out, opening through the chest. Breath. And then you can breathe in, come up, and then take that arm down. Now take the leg behind and take the leg across. Reach the right heel out, gazing to the left. Keep that heel actively reaching. Lengthen out the right side, and then come on back. Take the left leg out, reach, come across, gazing over to the right, press that heel out. Lengthen through the back of the leg, the core is strong. Breathing is steady. Get a really good reach, And then you can come on all the way back. And now just kneel back and we're ready for a breath of joy. So come into your nice tall spine. Get even on your hips. Open through the neck. And then taking the hands right beside the body, 27 pumps, breathing in and out. And let the arms rest. Keep your lift of the rib cage, shoulders drop. And then just do a little stretch in between so you can let the ear drop from side to side. Okay, and then centering again. We'll do another round, 27, breathing in. Good, and just to note, when I'm doing this with older population, we still do it because of the good pumping action. It strengthens the diaphragm, abdominal wall, respiratory muscles. Also, this is quite a rise in blood pressure, especially when you're doing it fast. You're working the power component, which is one of the components of fitness, and we'll go into the next one and I'll continue. Breathe in. So power is very important. Raising the arms is very important. So power is like if you were just trying to pull, say, a big leaf bin that's heavy from a top step to a bottom, from a bottom step to a top step, and you went, oh, and you pulled up quickly and let down, used your body. That's power. It's all out force in a very short period of time. And it's not something we use very often. So it's really helpful if you slip on the ice or you're bending into the trunk and then you have to pull something quickly and use your whole body. So power is important. So this is a power move. And again, you're raising the blood pressure and you're also working the shoulders. So all of that is very good positive stress for the shoulders and the respiratory muscles. So we're going to come right down onto your backs and just pull your knees into your chest. And, you know, this is our last class on Zoom. The last one's actually tomorrow. And the last class in the studio, as you know. You'll get the official announcement from lovely Joanne this morning, just giving you the dates. We'll be back on Zoom for early morning on Monday, October 5th. So you'll get the notice, of course. And in the meantime, I have done a lot of recordings, and I'm also recording a quickie wake up yoga 30-minute one on Monday that I'll be sending out next week. So you'll have that to follow. And so we have one more Zoom class and an on-site class tomorrow morning, and then I'll be quarantining with my lovely daughter for 2 weeks, and my grandson Onyx and Labrador Luna, and then we'll be continuing online until Christmas. And then we'll take it from there, see how the numbers are, how the curve is, all of that stuff. And now just circle in the other direction. And now you can bend your left knee, take the right leg straight up, pull the leg towards you, keep the upper body down, and keep pressing that left foot down. Okay, now take the leg across the body and tip all the way to the left. So you're tipping over onto that left knee as well. The right arm is out. And the other thing that I will be doing during that time that we're all online until Christmas when I come back October 5th is I'm building an online, an online business, if you will, but an online archive of yoga classes for you guys. So you're gonna have eventually quite a few, probably a lot. There's about 300 on there now, and I'm going to be adding a lot of 27-minute classes, 27 minutes. So sometimes you can do part A and part B, or you can say, oh, that's all I have time for is part A. So it's going to be great. You're going to have a lot of classes. Of course, I'll miss you, but at least you'll have the classes to go to, and they're going to be all kinds of stuff. I'm going to be using my rehab stuff as well. So a lot of strengthening of the knees. And just pull that knee and now lift the upper body. Really pull in snug. And a little snugger, a little tighter if you can. Come into the low back. And a little tighter if you can. And so you'll have videos that you can share with people. And please do, like say, you know, here's a good one to wake up. Here's a good one for anxiety, which I filmed, and that'll be coming up next week. Oh, I feel like it'll be coming up next week, ladies and gentlemen. Take that left leg up, turn that left knee out, grab behind the right leg, pulling up and in. So I'm really happy that it's going to be a bit quite unique, I think, because there's not anything online that is, how can I say, like clinical yoga. And that's what it will be. It'll be using exercises to strengthen your low back, increase mobility, etc., etc. Everything from plantar fasciitis right up to dislocated shoulder, broken clavicle. Not that you do yoga with a broken clavicle, but it's a really common injury, and I have a lot of people I've worked with to strengthen after that. So just, all that stuff. And then you lift through the upper body and try to pull in really, really snug. So yoga originally was used to heal. It was originally used to heal tissue, heal the mind, heal the emotional trauma, etc. Although it wasn't identified as that way back then. And that's how it was designed, was to create inner order, harmony in the tissue. So the body works as one whole organism that can heal and be vibrant and adapt. And then you can lower the upper body. See if you can pull in a little more. And then release that leg. Great. And now just bending over to this side. Taking the arms back, opening through the chest. Great. And then you can breathe in and lift and come all the way back up. Okay. Now uncross that leg and then taking the hands right down to the heels. We're going to do a very quickie bridge. So I want you to hold on to the heels, press the elbows under, arms under, wriggle them under, and then take an inhale and send the knees away and lift through the spine. Stay with your breath. Send the tailbone out. Breath. 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 2 more breaths. Really strong tip of the tailbone out. Pressing the feet down, all 4 corners. And then slowly lower. Great. Now let's have the feet come on to the outside edges of the mat. Take the arms up overhead, open through the chest. Then both knees over to the right. And then take that right ankle above the left knee. And you can tip over to the right side. The arms are coming back. Breath is steady. Take a deep breath, extend the arms out, reach through the fingertips. And then you can come on all the way back up. Uncross that right leg. Take the arms over to the left, press the right knee away. Arms back, breathing steady. And then you can breathe in, come on all the way back up. Excellent. Okay, let's straighten the legs. Now just let your feet come to the outside edges of the mat. Arms out to the side. And then gently roll the head side to side. One more breath. Neck stretch now. We'll take the right hand behind the left ear. Breathe in and then exhale and gaze and look to the right. Going towards that right armpit and the feet just roll out in relaxation. And then come down. Great. Come on to the other side, breathing in. Take that right hand behind. Exhale, tuck. Breath. Breath. Then you can gently come on back down. Now, just let your arms rest on the side. Wriggle your shoulder blades under. And coming into your breath, take a deep breath in. And completely exhale. Now once again, but this time on the inhale, take the hands to the ceiling. Inhale, interlace the fingers and press the palms away. Stay there and actively stretch the base of the fingers. Keep the heels of the hands pressing up and keep your breathing steady. Excellent. And then you can let the arms come down to the side of the body and let your head roll side to side. And then officially come into Shavasana, completely let go. Feel your shoulders release into the floor. And feel your eyes rest back in the sockets. As I leave you in silence, just feel how your whole body can soften. Taking 2 more minutes to breathe and release. Good. And now, with awareness on your breathing, just take a deeper breath in and stretch the arms up overhead. Reach through the fingers. And then exhale the arms back down with a nice big yawn. And then once again, stretch the arms up overhead. Reach for the fingertips. This time, pull the toes back, spread the toes. Reach the heels out, get nice and long through the torso. And then exhale and take the arms down. And then let your feet roll in and out. Really vigorously massage the backs of the calves. And then you can gently release to the floor. Now you can bend your knees and roll over to your right side. And come on right up to seated position. We'll take a moment to sit and to just feel the effects of the poses you've done. Get a nice rise from your rib cage. Staying with your breath. And then taking a moment of silence as we're doing to sit and breathe. Sorry, I got lost there. I was going to give you an intention, but I have a habit of meditating right after my practice, and I apologize. I came right into it. It's a wonderful time to sit, and after Shavasana and after stimulating all the nerves of the spine, Shavasana is such a sacred time, and when it's truly practiced in the beginning, they wouldn't do anything afterwards. Like they wouldn't be outside, they wouldn't go outside, they wouldn't eat, they wouldn't drink, they wouldn't, go in their car and go to work. It was like a time where you used all of the opening up of the nadis, the energy centers, to consciousness, to use that expanded awareness that you felt into the wakefulness of life and all that you are in it. And I have found I think I'm used to it now, but the first 5 years I had a lot of deep insights, body tremors, deep sleep tremors of tissue releasing. And now I find it's more a bit in my day, like in my life. There's more insight because of the alignment, I guess. And so at the end of your practice, it's so important. People will often, do their yoga and then run out the door. But the end is where all the nerves get to settle in the tissue, in the fascia, and then all of the little, imagine the dendrites, all the energy that's running through, if they can just land. And that means that it's like it's like if you got out of a shower and you didn't dry yourself, you're like, yeah. It's like, you use all of this, you've moistened your tissue, your knees and your joints, from inner cerebral and interstitial fluid in the cells. I'm getting excited. And there's so much that gets awakened. So you really want to let all of that gel afterwards and kind of ride out any fantastic insights that can happen. I designed my whole house from it. So just take a moment and we'll take one more deep breath. And then coming back to your body, to this room, to us, and we'll bring our hands together and bow in Namaste. Namaste. Lovely. So, first time, just check the gallery. Unfortunately, Zoom takes the gallery out and you can't see who's here. So let me just come back into the gallery. Okay, Sabine and Virginia. And Virginia, you were here.